Hello, 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 beloved souls. It's Divine Feminine Friday. What's up, fam? How has this month been treating you so far? It's been a beautiful month. March, magical manifestations, money, all types of stuff. So thank you, angels and guides, for being here with me, Divine Feminine. Yes, 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 yes. White Buffalo Calf Woman. This is one of my abundance cards in this deck. Money card. The prophetess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. That is so funny. When I was in a meditation for the Divine Masculine reading, all I heard was money march, right? So I got an abundance card to pull out for them. And now you guys start off your reading first card out, White Buffalo Calf Woman, another money card. So you're going to be getting an abundance card as well. Um, yeah, it's about opening your heart. It's about leading through your heart space and not the egoic mind, and allowing that energy to draw abundance towards you, right? Because when you're making your moves, when you're walking and connecting with the universe from your heart space, you're even things that seem illogical, it doesn't matter, right? Because you're just trusting in the universe, and you're trusting in the path, and you're trusting in the process. And so it doesn't have to make sense in a logical mind. You're just going with the flow. And so this is understanding that the path you're on, that you're going with the flow, that you're literally allowing your heart to lead you to your true north. And that is leading you to abundance and prosperity and opening pathways and doors. It's the energy of just being in like the right place at the right time in the right moment. Sorry, my hair's getting my right place, right time, right moment, right? Because she's in the wilderness, right? And so this is so irritating. I love that because there's nothing coincidental in tarot, right? So again, I said you can't lead with your logical mind. I have something in my eye right now, right? Which means that I'm not going to be able to see clearly if I trust just my external eyes. But if I'm leading with the eyes of the divine, right? If I'm leading with the eyes of heaven, if I'm leading from my heart space, which is connecting those, I don't need the things that I see or don't see clearly. It won't matter because this is how I'm living my life. This is how I'm leading my life. The divine is guiding me, right? I have ancestors and angels surrounding me, holding me down. So even when the path isn't clear and even when I can't see straight, I'm still on track. I'm still moving forward. The white buffalo calf woman would have to know where the buffalo were going before they left, right? Because that is how they ate. That is how they sustained themselves. So they had to keep movement with that of the herds, right? And of the packs around them. So she had to trust her intuitive guidance to lead her and to get into connection with the animal kingdom in order to give them the best and next greatest steps, right? And it's not like the buffalo is sitting down and being like, hey, here's the address, put it into a GPS. No, it's like looking at nature, looking at the signs, looking at the synchronicities, trusting your intuition, trusting the guidance that you're receiving from the natural world as well as from your internal world, right? From your soul self, and really allowing that to lead your way, allowing the ancestors, right, that are here to support you to come in and to also help give you their guidance and their wisdom and everything that they've learned, right? So beautiful energy of you really moving forward this coming week and having a lot of support from the other side of the veil, having new awarenesses, new epiphanies. Like your heart's going to be open in a new way that's going to have you seeing some new truths, and with it will come opportunities of abundance and prosperity. Ooh, okay. You got two cards. First of all, my bitch game, Mary Magdalene. I love me some her. I love me some her. She is my everything. This is Jesus's twin flame. She's everything. She's just everything. She's everything. The apostle to the apostles, because that's how much of a bad bitch she is. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Again, you have all this energy from the other side of the veil coming in. Why? Because you are just as spiritual, just as divine, just as angelic as all the ones on the other side of the veil. You have that energy surrounding you, literally all here surrounding you. At any time you can tap into that energy. At any time you can remember that you're the bridge between heaven and earth. At any time you can remember your power and your majesty. And this week is showing you to really step into that. Like, know the truth of who you are at a soul level. I love this image of Mary Magdalene because she's holding an egg in her hand, right? And she was in court. This is after they murdered Jesus. Trying to explain to them in court in front of like the Romans or whomever that life starts from the inside out, right? Like, this is an eternal game. We're a soul. We're doing this stuff from the inside out. We're a soul inside, a human on the outside. And they were trying to mock her. And who was she talking to? I forget the guy's name she was talking to. Pontus. Whatever, the name is irrelevant. But whoever she was talking to, whoever was like running the show, whatever, was like, yeah, that's no more true than that egg will turn red. And she's holding the egg in her hand and the egg turned red, right? And it was like a fucking mic drop. And it was just proof of all the teachings that she had received from Jesus and her work walking on this path now as an enlightened divine feminine and stepping in her truth and knowing at a deeper level, like, no, I am just as he was a child of the Most High God, just as we all are. We're all connected. We all have these abilities. We all have these truths that lie within us, right? And she was really at peace and at harmony, although she had to leave and run away after Jesus was murdered because of her association with him. She never stopped teaching, right? She never stopped standing in her truth. She never stepped back from the fact that the egg turned red in her hand because she knew from a soul level what it was. She knew in an internal, intuitive sense what it was, what the big picture is, right? You know from a soul level like what it is. And the things you don't know, call upon the Holy Spirit. Call upon your ancestors. Call upon your spirit guides and the angels and archangels and your galactic star family, your spirit animals. Like, all of them, literally all of those energies are here available to help you in whatever this is that has you moving forward. But you're going to have to trust in your heart and understand that things are not going to, you're not going to see things clearly necessarily, right? Not from your visible eyes. It's going to seem illogical to you, and it could seem illogical to those around you. And it's irrelevant, right? It doesn't have to be logical. This is a soul's game. This is a long-term game. You're doing this because of your divinity, right? And you came to this earth to play this little human game and to have fun and to grow and evolve and to expand yourself to the next level. Knowing that you're divine, knowing that you're just temporarily in this meat suit, so you're going to make the best of it, right? This is a long game. And if you're tapping into your intuition and tapping into your heart space and really allowing yourself to see through the eyes of heaven, right? And not be deceived by the eyes of this world, it's going to lead you to new and incredible heights. It's magical, the stuff that's going to happen for you guys. Anadamai Ma. The joy permeated mother. I probably totally destroyed her name, and I apologize. The joy permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes, right? Again, this is a long game. This is a soul game. This is you being expansive. This is knowing that you are more than just your physical self, right? You are fully human and fully divine. You're the bridge between heaven and earth. You are meant to be prosperous and abundant in every area of your life. Abundance of love, abundance of joy, abundance of peace, abundance of awareness, abundance of expansion, abundance of creativity. Like, all of that stuff is made available to you and is now can be manifest if you are open to it. It's really about whether or not you're going to open your heart enough to trust where you're being led. For some of you, when you get there, it's gonna seem a little desolate, right? It's gonna seem like you went in the wrong direction. It's gonna seem like maybe you're confused, you were lost, but you weren't. A lot of you are the visionaries. A lot of you are ahead of your times. You're ahead of the people that, on a spiritual sense, I'll say you're ahead of the people within like your community or your neighborhood or your tribe, right? So you're gonna go to a space. They're showing me like a desert, right? It looks like a desert. It looks desolate. And you go with your stake and you like plant your stake in there, right? Okay, this is why they're showing it to me. Thank you, guys. So let's say we're embarking in the Americas and we're looking for land, right? And we're crossing all these territories that seem desolate, that seem empty, that seem deserted. And we need a place to stake our home, right? We need a place to build our tents. Like we need a place to build a foundation. And so you, as a divine feminine that you are, lead your tribe, your village to this space, right? And there's nothing, right? They can't see water. There's nothing on the leaf. There's no leaves on the trees. It's a fucking shit show, more or less, is what it looks like. And they're all looking at you like, and you looking at them like, this is it. And everybody's looking at you like, she's lost her fucking mind, right? But not knowing the connection that you have with the divine, not knowing the connection that you have with your ancestors, not knowing that this is a place that your ancestors have been before, and so they're telling you to come back here now. Because it wasn't time then, but now it's time. Now it's time for you to harvest. Now it's time for you to pull those, to get those weeds out. Now it's time for you to build your stakes and to build your home here. Now it's time for you to dig your ditches so that the floods may come. And so it's like that. It's like the story of Noah's Ark, right? Like he's building a boat in the middle of a place where there's no rain, and everybody's like, he's fucking bugging. There's no rain. There's no water. There's no ocean. There's nothing. He just got a big ass boat in the middle of the desert. That's the energy. It's like you're building a boat in the middle of the desert, and people around you are like, "What the fuck is going on?" But it doesn't matter because you know where you're being led is where the waters will be, right? Where you're being led is where the buffalo is. That's where dinner is. Like wherever you're being led, because you know yourself and your truth, and because you know that you're following guidance greater than your own, it's leading you to your promised land. You're literally creating like your own Lemuria, your own Garden of Eden through these action steps. That's powerful shit. Anything else? Okay. Mio Shan, the Princess of Mercy. Giving is receiving. The energy of the universe is merciful. Giving is receiving. For some of you, the energy of abundance is blocked because you have been holding on too tight in fear energy, right? So, scared of your gifts, scared of your talents, scared of what's going on in the financial market, scared of taking a chance in that relationship, scared of taking a chance on your own creative endeavors, just scared, living in fear, fear, right? And the universe is telling you, open your heart, open your hands, and chill out, right? Like literally holding on so tight to whatever that was that you don't have space for what's coming in. But you got to open your hands, right? And like let some stuff out in order to get what you deserve. You need to be able to have the space, the capacity for your abundance to come in, right? For your truth, your awarenesses, your love to come in. Like you need to have the capacity for it, but you can't if your hands are closed. And so as you're giving that energy out into the universe and you're using discernment as you're doing this, right? Because it's telling you to give doesn't mean you got to give somebody else out there hurting you. You can do random acts of kindness for people all the time. You can give by picking up the phone and talking to someone. You can give by answering an email. You can give by praying for someone. Like there's many ways that you can put that energy out there. Just keep praying for people, holding people in prayer, holding people in space, and giving that good energy. I know I've been doing a lot of prayers for Russia and the Ukraine, right? And people look at me like, why are you praying for Russia? And I'm like, because imagine living in such a place filled with so much anger and fear and hatred all the time that you're constantly attacking other countries. Like they need love, they need affection, they need to know that like that's not how it needs to be. And of course, I'm praying for Ukraine because they just went through their own internal turmoil, and now here they are being hurt by an external force. Once again, of course. And I'm praying for every place that's war damaged. I'm praying for every place where there are children hungry and starving. I'm praying for every place that is lacking water right now. And I'm praying for every place that's under fire. Like, the world needs all of our prayers, all of our love. And so I give that energy out every day. And when you pray, my beloveds, those prayers go through your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body way before they get to the other person, places, or things that you might be praying about, right? So if our prayers of love and joy and gratitude and thanksgiving and completion, and that's the energy that we're putting out there. But if our prayers of fear or anger or resentment, or we're wishing someone ill, those things are going through us 4 times before they hit the other. Is that the energy that you want on your life? Are you speaking black magic over yourself? Are these the things? No. So as you're putting yourself out there, and as you're giving, and as you're sharing, and as you're expanding, and as you're growing, understand the law of reciprocity is going to bring that back. There's a white tiger next to her. It's one of my spirit animals. But again, why is this white tiger here? To show you that there is nothing to fear. So you need to open up your hands, divine feminines. You need to open up, stop living in this fear energy, stop holding on so tight, stop worrying about everything, and really trusting in the universe, trusting in your intuition again, trusting in your own voice. That is going to lead you far. Literally lead you far. Like, go into the stillness, go into the quiet, understand who you are at a soul's level, understand that you are fully human and fully divine. Life is happening to support you, to grow you, to bring you new awarenesses, but it's not going to be able to do that if you're holding on too much from the past or out of fear. Okay? So, the bottom of the deck, the Divine Mother. Unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. This is really about you tapping into your feminine, intuitive energy. There are sacral chakra meditations on YouTube, sound healings, all types of stuff. I really implore you to look into that and to clear out anything that might be blocking your sacral chakra, because this is a lot of that energy when it comes to our abundance, when it comes to our intuition, when it comes to our creativity. That's all within our sacral chakra. So eating orange foods, sweet potatoes, oranges, I don't know, something orange, will help clear that energy out. But this is really the Divine Mother is coming in for you. You had the Joy Permeated Mother here too, right? So yeah, it's a lot of the Divine Mother energy coming in to support you as you're making these shifts, as you're making these changes, as you're becoming more and more aware of who you are at a soul level. And that's what this really is for many of you. You're just understanding that you're way more than a soul level, and you're seeing things and you're knowing things, and you're kind of scared, right? I know for some of us, listen, when my gifts first started getting activated, I was questioning doubt and everything. I'm like, what the fuck is that? How did I know that? It would freak me out, right? But now I'm kind of like, oh, okay. When something comes to my awareness, I'm like, interesting. And I just take it, put a little check box, and I just move on, because I'm like, wonder why that came to my awareness. I wonder what that means, or I wonder what that means to somebody else. And I just stay really, really curious about life, and life is a good look. Like, just be open and curious. I love Florence Sobelson. She asks, "Dear God, don't let me miss a trick." Like, I go through the day like, yeah, don't let me miss a trick. Let me catch everything. I want to be aware of everything. I want to understand the words that are being said. I want to understand the messages between the words. Let me understand what these signs are that you're showing me, right? Like, why do I keep saying the same animals? Why am I keep saying the same color car? Why am I keep saying the same number patterns or whatever, right? Like, really tapping in and paying attention. And how do you do that? By staying in the present now moment. You can't be thinking about all your yesterdays or stuck in some dream world in the future, right? You got to tap into here. Put the energy out there, what you want in the future, and then with be joyful of where you're at right now. Okay? Yep. Worth, right? And again, another tiger. So 2 messages for some of you. I would definitely look up what it means, tiger animal spirit. Maybe I'll put it in the description box. But there's a reason that this animal came up twice. Again, the white tiger is one of my spirit animals. Whenever I'm going through something that I feel some kind of way about, I got my white tiger and I got my black panther, and they do not play with me at all. So many of you are connecting with the animal kingdom. Maybe some of you have just started working with animals and you're interested. Maybe some of you have just gotten cats, and this is just like a confirmation that this is your reading, right? Or you like big cats. I've always loved big cats since I was a little girl. It's probably why I got a kitten when I was a baby. But I love big cats. You have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. You are love itself. You are deserving of this prosperity and abundance that's available to you. You are deserving of being nurtured and being loved and being supported and being cared for in a mothering way, of having that energy come to you, as well as you're going to be giving it out, right? Of course, we're always going to be giving it out, but you're really in a space of allowing yourself to receive that love, right? And again, of knowing who you are at a soul's level, like you are the divine feminine. It don't get better than you. It don't. Reframe. This is happening what? For me, not to me. This is happening for me, not to me. This is happening for me, not to me. This is not a blame game. This is not a woe is me. This is not a pity party of one, please. Like, no. Everything that's going on is to benefit you. And the more you move away from your truth, the more shit's gonna implode around you. Really. Really, that's just the way it is. You have a choice right now to tap into your intuition, to look at the big picture, to look at the big picture. This is a soul's game. You got to step back and expand. Look at the big picture of things. Like, what is going on? And how is this helping me for my future, right? Like, what do I need to learn from this so I can move forward? This is a school. It's the earth school, right? You're here to play. You're here to have fun. You're here to expand. You're here to grow joyfully. You don't have to be miserable in this fucking process. I think a lot of people forget that. It's like, oh, I have to work out all my karma. Yeah, you can do all that, but you don't got to do it from like a miserable space. I've been cleansing karma, healing lineages, doing generational work, as well as my own shit, trying to do 7 generations forward, 7 generations back, healing diagonally, vertically, horizontally, all at the same level. But it doesn't mean I have to be miserable. Like I said, I've gotten to the point where I'm just really curious about life. Things come up and I'm like, huh, how about that? Okay. Note to self and move the fuck on. I like being happy. I like being happy, right? I love this energy. Whereas it's a joy permeated mother, right? I love the energy. Listen, I want to laugh every day. I want to have fun every day. I'm going to enjoy myself every day. Living my best life. Not hurting anyone. Just living my best life. And that's where you're at, Divine Feminines. It's time for you to live your best life. It's time for you to open up your hearts. It's time for you to trust in this intuitive power that you have. It's time for you to know that you're worthy and you're deserving, that you're enough. And it's time for you to stop holding on so tight that you're not able to receive the gifts that are available for you from the universe. You got to make space. You got to declutter. We are moving towards the spring season, right? What do people do? Spring cleaning. It's time to clean shit up. Get rid of it. Throw it out if you have to make space of the things that you're deserving of. And know that life is happening for you, not to you. I love the fact that they put this into a box, right? Because it's a gift. Like, the lessons in our life are gifts. Gifts for what? For our soul's growth. So that we understand that, yes, we are worthy. Yes, we are deserving. Yes, we are powerful. Yes, we are magnetic. Yes, we are stronger than we've ever thought we could be, right? Bottom of the deck, inner power. Look at that. Another freaking big cat. There's 3 big cats. It's not a coincidence. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. You are courageous. You're strong. You're worthy. You are deserving. You are enough. You are abundant. You are prosperous. You are healthy. You're wealthy. You are wise. You're knowledgeable. You're dynamic. You're extraordinary. You are the divine feminine. And it's time for you to realize who and whose you are. Stop playing small. Stop being scared. Come out of the shadows. You're not alone. You are nowhere near alone. You are nowhere near alone. You are nowhere near alone. I don't care if you are not seeing it in the 3D realm. You are nowhere near alone. There's a whole lot of us out here supporting you in the 3D realm. Tap into the tribe here or ask the universe to bring you your soul tribe, but you are not alone. You got ancestors, angels, guides surrounding you at any given moment. You are not alone on this path. Open up your heart and tap into those energies so you can really receive that is which is here for you. A lot of strength coming in for you, um a lot of you're going to be shown different areas in which you're worthy. Thank you. I'm sorry. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. They were just showing me that like you're going to see your worthiness. So there are going to be things that are coming up for you in this week that are going to show you where you're worthy, where you're enough. And it's also going to show you where you've given your power away if you need to receive those lessons so that you can reclaim your power, so you can call your power back to you, so you can remember who and whose you are. And again, look up the energy of the tiger and the lion spirit animal energy. There's a reason that these big cats came out in your reading. All right? I'm going to leave it here because I went a lot longer than I meant. Sorry, but we had a lot to say. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you, and I'll see you soon. Later, beloveds.